Hi, I'm Michael Jordan with AB Friendly Company, and welcome to the Underground Meadery once again. It has been a while since we've done a video down here, but we've had so much going on. We just ended up having a mead party where we ended up bottling 443 bottles, and it was around 72 gallons of mead, 6 different batches of 10 gallons. As you can see, I got some balloons still going, and we're getting ready to move strong on here. And we're going to do something kind of cool. We're going to do a pie mead, and this is called the Boston cream pie, right? So we're going to be using pie filling. We're going to be using the Torloni sugar-free chocolate syrup, AB friendly honey, Red Star yeast, and a balloon. So let's get started right away, right? So we have our fermentation vessel. We're using the 1 gallon jug. I've already poured AB friendly honey in, cleaned out the jug, and put it in here. How I cleaned out the jug was just a little hot water, right? So I've already got my water here, so I just used a little warm water, swished it around, and dumped it in. I'm using 2.5 pounds of honey, so 1 gallon, 2.5 pounds, and I just used a little bit of water to get out my honey out of my jar. I'm going to put my funnel on. The reason I'm using this is I'm using pie filling, and I'm using a spatula. I'm going to take the spatula and I'm going to go ahead and put it in here, and I'll use some of the water to wash it down inside the jug, because the jug has a very narrow mouth, and trying to get that in there is going to be a flat mess. So let's just go ahead and we'll just pour this in like this. And I might have to get my poker to poke this down. But as you start packing it in, you just push it towards the funnel end. It's almost like squeezing the bottom of a sandwich bag. Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, I've put a lot of pie fillings that are creamy and gooey like this, and the next thing you know, it's all over the side of your jug. Now, this leaves a lot of residual must at the bottom. As you can see, like this one over here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has strawberries and bananas from baby food, and so it has a little bit of must growing at the bottom. But we just pack that in here a little bit. Now, we're not definitely the iron chefs of the kitchen, that's for sure. But at least we're not making a mess. This is the part that if you don't have a place where you're brewing and stuff, that your family members will be very appreciative that you didn't leave a sticky mess and everything everywhere. So this does take a little bit more time doing it like this. Now, if you got the big bubbler fermentators and stuff like that, those are way better. But like I said, this is just a dollar store batch, right? So this is just from the dollar store banana pie filling. Nice. So this can be any type of banana. You know, I think you might even use snack pack banana puddings if you want. Basically, we're just going for the banana flavoring and the taste. You could puree bananas if you want. Almost got it all down here. It smells really good. I think the next time I might try this one is I might boil my honey and caramelize the honey, and then just dump the pie filling directly into the hot honey and make it a banana flavored caramelized honey, and see what that would do. Maybe boil it for like 20 minutes, add the banana flavoring and stuff to it. But this is working out pretty good. I just hate dumping it in because I go really fast sometimes, and then I have a huge mess. So this is working out pretty good where I'm not having too big of a mess. super gravy. Smells really good. So this was a pretty good smelling pie filling. Man, and that's it. Right, so we were able to do that. Very little mess. But the next thing we're going to add is we're going to add 2 tablespoons. I've got my adjustable tablespoon here. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of the mint or the sugar-free chocolate. And this will get us our chocolate flavoring for our Boston cream pie. Cool. Now, always make sure you keep your lids to your jugs, right? Because this is where we're going to start mixing it up. I'm using just plain water from our well. I like the enzymes and stuff from the well water. All right. Now we're just mixing it all up, right? We're aerating it. We're mashing down the pie filling, mixing in the chocolate, and getting probably the honey to dissolve. That way the yeast has good activation. When you have big chunks of honey at the bottom, it takes a long time for the yeast to get to the bottom to start eating that, and you have small balloons or small activation when it comes to your meads on your bubblers. Alright, nice little creamy color. Smells like honeys. Mostly just the honey that was in there. I don't get any smell of chocolate. Slight aroma of the banana, but we'll fill it up now with the water. Now I always fill mine just below the neck. That way I have enough room to activate my yeast. And that way when it goes up, it doesn't go up all over my balloon and blow my balloon up. I've been told about airlocks. I've had people write me about airlocks. I've been using balloons for a long time. I use balloons. Airlocks and stuff work great. They're made for the unit. Tubes in the jug into water so you can see them bubbling. The whole thing is not to get stuff going back into your jug. Fruit flies, outer yeast and stuff to change the flavors of your jug. But I am going to cap this real quick. See, it's a good thing I have the lid on. Just make sure everything I just put in is mixed in with it. All right. So here's where you should take your hydrometer. You pour some of this out and get your specific hydrometer reading. I have in the drawer. There it is. My hydrometer right here. And it doesn't matter. A lot of people get the big stands. I just have a little stand right here. Right? Get yourself a little stand. I put it up at 100 milliliters. Take my hydrometer out. Give it a spin. We should get a starting gravity reading. This one looks like it's going to be pretty low on the starting, but we've only got like 2.5 pounds, right? So we're only looking at something about 9% alcohol at the most, right? Because we didn't put a lot of honey in it. So we're sitting at 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. It says it's reading 0.1055 or .060. Yeah, so we're at about 8%. So this is going to be a low residual alcohol, hopefully with a lot of flavor and not too sweet. You could take your temperature reading, but I'm going to tell you right now, my temperature readings are way under 80 degrees right now because the jug's cold, my water was cold. Try to get your temperature settings, either shoot a thermal gun. Right now is a good time to take a temperature reading of this. What the good thing about this is when I do these, is that you can do your yeast starter right inside of here. Now, you can measure out the grams, making your pack go all the way. Less than $1, I just throw the whole pack in. I'm going to go ahead and put my hand over it. I'm going to get the yeast kind of activated inside the tube. Now, the reason I like doing it like this is usually in about 3 to 5 minutes, this is going to be a big foaming top. I know then that the yeast has taken to my mead mix that I've made, but I'm just going to go ahead and dump this right back in. Super nice and easy, just like that. Right, I'm going to give a little bit of water to make sure I can get all the yeast out. Alright, so now we've made a Boston cream pie using a flavor syrup and a pie filling. Our hydrometer reading said it's going to be around 8% alcohol if we let it all the way to go down. But I think this would be just a nice little dessert wine to try, or good mead to have at after dinner. Something that's not too filling, but it might give you a little taste or something of Boston cream pie at the end. We're using the champagne yeast, so I think with that we'll definitely get the 8% out of it. Right here, we'll put our balloon on. That's a finished product. Right now I would take your index card, write down on this index card, right, 1 can of banana pie filling, cream filling, 2 tablespoons of your chocolate syrup, 2.5 pounds of honey. We're going to be using the Red Star Yellow Pack champagne yeast in our balloon. Those are your ingredients that you'll be using for this recipe. Put them all on your index card, get your gravity readings, get your temperature readings, stick it right on the jar. That way you don't lose it. Punch a hole in your index card, put some string on it, throw it on the neck. Then you can take and hook it up on somewhere, and if you ever want that recipe again, you've got that identical recipe. Grade them by colors or stars or numbers, letting you know that these were fine meads or these were not so fine meads. Just try them out. I want to let you know that we're here down at the Underground Meadery. It's been a while since we were able to do stuff, just trying to get back in the groove before the new year starts. We're going to try it again. Last year we made it 36 meads in a year. We tried 52 in 1 year. We threw in about vessels, yeast, books, all kinds of different stuff. But this year we're going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can do one a week for a year and see if we can get 52 gallons in one shot and make it happen for you one more time. We got 36 last year. We're going to try it. If we can get 52 meads in a year, 52 different batches. That's pretty incredible. We're getting around 10 12-ounce bottles from one of these. So that's a pretty good deal. So if you're getting 6 to 10 of these in a 12-ounce bottle, man, that's a lot of bottles of 52, or you're looking over about 300 and some bottles. Hey, I'm Michael Jordan with AB Friendly Company. Thanks for watching us down